Now on Good Morning Northwest, this is a big travel weekend, and if you're flying, you may run into some trouble. The major cities in the severe weather crosshairs.
And of course, entering the long weekend for many, many have the 3 days off. The 2 of the 3 are going to be great. We're going to tell you what's coming our way next.
And attorneys for the University of Idaho murder suspect Bryan Kohberger say the state is hiding evidence. What happened when they called a Moscow police officer to stand in a pretrial hearing? You're watching Good Morning Northwest on 4 News Now. Thanks for joining us today. I'm Natalie Grant.
And I'm Robin Nance. It is Friday, May 24th. Welcome to it. And TGIF, let's get on over to Mark and our first alert forecast to see what you can expect today.
Sun and clouds, which we see in this live view right now as we look to the southwest. You got the blue sky, got the cloud cover over us. That's going to move out. We'll see sun and clouds today, 48 currently, so it is a mild start. We are going to see a potential for rain showers coming in, certainly into the mountains later on today, but it's really going to be the showers for Saturday. Today is going to be warmer, and we're going to have 70s next week. Things look great. All right, here's the setup. We got this low that continues to move out. We have, again, the showers that are going to be into Enterprise, Oregon. You're going to get rain. We're going to see it to the north. As we get through into Saturday, we have a pretty good chance of rain coming across our bow. That's going to happen into North Idaho and into Montana. The Cascades are going to get their rain, but mainly to the north, so Snoqualmie Pass should be in pretty good shape. We'll continue to see then more energy coming in from the west, but everything dries out and this warmer air starts to make its way into our world. So that's the setup. Saturday is going to be the day where we'll see the best chance of showers. We're into the low 50s from the Spokane, downtown Spokane to Liberty Lake, and we have 43 at Cheney. We're expecting things to warm up nicely today. By noon, we'll be into around 63 degrees, and of course, our high today is going to be 69 degrees.
And new from the Breaking Now desk, severe thunderstorms are expected to hit major cities today as a near record number of people travel for the Memorial Day weekend. From Dallas to St. Louis to Chicago, severe storms today could bring damaging winds, scattered hail, and even a few tornadoes. Possible tornadoes were spotted in Oklahoma and Texas on Thursday. And in Greenwood Lake outside New York City, 60-mile-per-hour winds took down trees and power lines. The storm caused a brief ground stop at New York's major airports during the Memorial Day travel rush. The FAA says this is the busiest Memorial Day for air travel in nearly 15 years, with almost 3 million people expected through TSA checkpoints between yesterday and today. So if you're traveling across the country for the holiday weekend, transportation officials say you could expect some delays due to weather.
We're not anticipating delays from staffing, but the weather is out of our control, and we're just going to try to work to navigate safely through that.
A renewed threat of severe storms is expected in the heartland yet again today on both Saturday and Sunday. And coming up in 30 minutes, I'll break down why officials say this year has been one of the most active tornado seasons in 7 years. Reporting in studio, Sydney Charles, 4 News Now.
Sydney, thanks. For the first time in the murder case involving 4 University of Idaho students, a Moscow police officer investigating took the stand.
And the defense is trying to understand exactly how the state tracked Bryan Kohberger's cell phone the night of the murders and to have that evidence turned over to them. The defense called Detective Lawrence Mowry to the stand during yesterday's pretrial hearing. He is the investigator on several social media search warrants in this case. Mowry says at the state's request, he took the CDR, which means call details records, from Kohberger's cell phone the night of the murders and dropped them into an FBI software.
So how is it useful? What does it show?
It shows the location and the direction of the cell towers and their sector antennas.
That information is critical to the case because it contradicts Kohberger's alibi, which says he was stargazing the night of the murders. The next motion to compel hearing is May 30th, where more witnesses are expected to take the stand.
Well, it was breaking news yesterday morning, a deadly shooting in the Garland district. We don't know the identity of the man who was killed, but we do know that Spokane police arrested 28-year-old Caleb Carter on the scene. He's charged with second-degree murder. Now, the shooting happened around 5:30 yesterday morning near Garland Avenue and North Wall. Detectives obtained video evidence that showed a driving interaction between Carter and the victim beginning at least a block before the shooting. The Spokane County Medical Examiner's Office will release the victim's name at a later time.
The 17-year-old from Post Falls is being charged as an adult in an April 5th shooting in Coeur d'Alene. Kootenai County deputies arrested Ashlyn Helmstrom yesterday following a joint investigation with Coeur d'Alene police. Investigators say a man called them to report someone exited his car and fired multiple shots. The victim was found a few miles away with non-life-threatening injuries. 18-year-old Devin Spring was arrested on the day of the shooting. Now, Helmstrom is charged with the same crimes: assault, intent to commit murder, and aggravated battery. We are in the middle of the busiest Memorial Day travel weekend in years, and AAA says if you are leaving today, you should plan ahead.
And that means getting gas, loading your car ahead of time. And if you're driving west over Snoqualmie Pass today, you may want to leave really early or really late to avoid more traffic than usual. That increased traffic is expected between 10 a.m. and 7 p.m. And for drivers heading back east on Monday, the pass is expected to be the busiest from 10 to 4. So just leave earlier than you're expecting.
Yep.
Your Good Morning Northwest time, 6:05.
Checking in with Mark to see what is happening, and we see your groovy screen there.
Yeah, thank you. I wish I had made it. 69 today. We're going to be in the 60s Saturday and Sunday, but then we bust into the 70s for next week. So we got some good news, but some hiccups Saturday. We'll talk about those. Right now this morning, it's pretty mild out there and 47 degrees.
We are getting a look at the video of pro golfer Scottie Scheffler's arrest as he was trying to make his way to the PGA Championship. What it shows and what it doesn't show. That's coming up a little later here on Good Morning Northwest.
And paying college athletes right after the break, the huge settlement with the NCAA and the 5 power conferences that will pave the way for schools to pay student athletes. Next.
Live stream KXLY Plus on the 4 News Now app.
Shop us and you will see no one saves you more green than the Green Team at Jennifer's Auto Sales and Service.
Hi, I'm Catherine Forner, and we love our own backyard so much, we built all of this with hardwood decking and Basilite pavers. And we just finished this deck for one of our best customers with TimberTech decking and Fortress railing. And we get everything we need from Par with Shauna's help.
Everything from design to delivery.
What would we do without you?
Par, your total home building source since 1930. Go where the builders go.
What are you gonna build?
We owe everything to our troops, past and present, for their honor, courage, and dedication. As a token of our appreciation, 4 News Now and Global Credit Union are encouraging you to once again wear red on Fridays.
Join us in recognizing our troops and their families for allowing us the freedom we enjoy every day as Americans. Stop into any Global branch to pick up a red pin and show your support.
And then wear red every Friday from now until September 11th.
Wear Red Fridays, brought to you by 4 News Now and Global Credit Union.
It's time. Time to let your soul breathe a little, to feel the sun on your face, and to feel alive again. It's time to dust off the clubs, to treat yourself, and test out your lungs. It's time to get away to the place that's not so far away, Lakeside Coeur d'Alene. Win a dream giveaway at cda4.fun.
It's a 4-day price crash. Today through Monday at both Cal locations in Airway Heights and Coeur d'Alene. As Cal loads up the lots full of hot buys and is offering up to 110% trade-in value for your old ride. Plus delaying all payments until August 1st so you can get a new upgraded vehicle and pay less with incredible financing. Get your new vehicle this week at Cal.
Depression and anxiety rob millions of us of our day-to-day lives, but nothing seems to pull you out of it. Introducing NeuroStim TMS, Washington's leading provider of transcranial magnetic stimulation, or TMS therapy. TMS activates the natural function of the brain's neurotransmitters to improve mood and regulate emotion. TMS is not shock therapy. It's an FDA-approved, easy outpatient experience and covered by all major medical insurances. Visit neurostimtms.com or call to schedule your free consultation now.
At 6:09, here's a look at what's new on Good Morning Northwest. The CIA director hopes to revive ceasefire talks and a hostage deal between Israel and Hamas.
A U.S. official says Director Bill Burns will travel back to Europe in the next coming days. Talks halted there 3 weeks ago. On Tuesday, we learned one of the mediators, Egypt, complicated previous negotiations. Israel had agreed on terms, but Egypt changed the terms when it presented the information to Hamas, and Hamas accepted. The U.S. and other mediators expressed anger and frustration administration that terms changed without their knowledge.
In the race for the White House, former President Trump campaigning in unfriendly territory, New York City. Trump claims he can win the Big Apple by appealing to Hispanic and black voters over concerns about the border and the economy. Earlier, the Biden campaign launched a series of TV and radio ads challenging Trump's claims about his accomplishments for the black community.
Today is expected to be the busiest day for air travel this holiday weekend. The TSA predicting nearly 3 million people passing through the nation's airports. AAA estimating nearly 44 million people going at least 50 miles. There were widespread flight delays nationwide on Thursday and more than 6,000 flights postponed on the East Coast, but there have been relatively few cancellations.
A major story in the world of college sports. The NCAA is taking a step toward paying college athletes, settling a class action lawsuit. It claimed the NCAA broke federal law by prohibiting college athletes from profiting off their own name. The settlement includes $2.8 billion in damages to be distributed to current and former athletes. We'll have a look at how some of that money will likely be split up coming up in Morning Sports.
In your 10-second takeaway, really nice increased clouds day. It's going to be mild, a light layer heading out the door, shades at times, and then again that high, an average 69 degrees, and that's what we'll hit.
Well, some Spokane first responders got a free lunch yesterday as a big thank you from MultiCare. MultiCare hosts this first responder appreciation lunch every year, and officials with Spokane Fire, Spokane Police, and AMR sat side by side to enjoy a nice taco meal.
It's nice to know that MultiCare takes care of us just as much as we support them. And having the taco truck out here and always them having good snacks out there, it's a huge plus when we're out all day working on the truck.
Always a good time when there's a taco truck. Others said it was also nice to have the opportunity to take a quick break together. Looks like they're enjoying it.
Yeah, it feels nice to be appreciated for sure.
For sure. Your Good Morning Northwest time is 6:12.
A week of hard work in our annual Diamonds and Dreams project pays off. They are playing ball on the improved baseball field at Gary Middle School thanks to Mark and the 4 News Now Extreme team. We look at the reveal coming up.
And as we send you to a commercial break, we're taking a live look at Spokane International Airport. It'll for sure be a busy place this holiday weekend. We're talking travel and weather. It's just ahead on Good Morning Northwest on your Friday morning.
Need a new appliance? Don't want to wait? Fred's has them in stock and on sale. Fred's Appliance has more appliances in stock than any of the box stores. Sometimes you just can't wait for delivery. That's why Fred's warehouses are stacked to the ceiling. If you are really in a hurry, you can pick up your appliance the same day. Fred's offers a 30-day low price guarantee, so you know you're always getting the best price. Fred's Appliance. We sell appliances, only appliances.
What does RV stand for? Recreational vehicle or ruined vacation? At Click-It RV, we want you to have a fun, safe camping experience. So for the month of May, get to any Click-It RV store and get a professional propane leak test, tire pressure check, wheel bearings, roof, slide and battery test. And all inspections are free because we want you and yours to have a safe camping season. Thinking of upgrading? Check out their used selection of new and used top brands like Grand Design, Rockwood, Flagstaff, Winnebago, and more. So get to a Click-It RV store near you for a free inspection and keep your family safe.
I'm Mark Peterson, the Extreme team and Horizon Credit Union, ready to take on our next job. If you know of a project that needs an Extreme team makeover, go to KXLY.com to nominate it. Our thanks to Horizon Credit Union for sponsoring the 4 News Now Extreme team.
The new spring inventory is rolling in this week at Findlay Downtown Toyota. And that means it's a great time to spend your summer in a new Toyota. Whether you're pulling the boat with the new truck or taking a road trip in a cool 4Runner, Findlay has the perfect Toyota for you. It's simple. If you're looking for bigger savings, a better selection to choose from, and the best financing available now, you can find it all this week at Findlay.
It's the place where memories are created.
Get a summer to remember and get your toys ready for the great outdoors from the pros at Lowe's Auto. Check out the best brands of stereos and professional window tints. 20% off at Snow
Rose Auto.
4 News Now is brought to you by PAR, your total home building source. Live stream KXLY Plus on the 4 News Now app.
It is 6:15. The first baseball game on the newly renovated fields at Gary Middle School was a success. It's been well more than a week of hard work in our annual Diamonds and Dreams project.
Last night, Mark Peterson and the Extreme team revealed the new and improved baseball field. Let's take a look.
Hey, Blue, can I say this?
Go for it.
Play ball! Yeah, that was a pretty cool moment. I loved it. And, of course, it's not been a bad day. I mean, we got Ben & Jerry's, we had hot dogs, we had auto, and we had the before video. Take a look at what the Gary Middle School field looked like at Nevada Field. All right, it was overgrown grass. It was hard to play on. Look at it now from Air 4. This is a beautiful drone shot, and what a change. All right, but the change on the ground, we did a lot more than just the baseball field. We worked in the bathrooms, did that, put in all new fall protection, bark, so that the kids have a better place to play. We also redid the other field and the other backstop, and all of that with new backstops here, the new safety fence, and the new dugout. We want to thank everyone who made this happen. We can't do it unless the people behind me on that banner answer their phones. So, for another successful Diamonds and Dreams project, because we have a lot of help and a lot of volunteers, and of course our hometown Chevy dealers and Horizon Credit Union. For the 4 News Now Extreme team, I'm Mark Peterson. Get some ice cream.
I wish we could. And for one man, this reveal is something he'd been hoping to see for decades. Robert Burns was the baseball coach at Gary Middle School for more than 20 years, starting in the early 80s. As he looks at the newly renovated field, he says this is something he pitched years ago. His plans were shot down. He says these kids really need this new facility.
They deserve everything they get, you know, and our kids, that's one thing that we've always prided in is our kids work on the field. We don't, as coaches, we help them get started, but they prepare the field. It's their field.
Coach Burns says it's a wonderful gift that Mark and the Extreme team have given to a very deserving school, a very deserving community.
Yeah, it looks great. And I know you were nervous about the weather kind of all week, but it looked like a nice day.
We saw the showers to the north that they stayed there.
Yeah.
So we had the rain delay Wednesday. Mother said, okay, that's enough. I put enough pressure on you. It worked out so well. The splash pad got repainted as well and got cleaned up.
Nice.
And it just, everybody stopped by every day just to say thank you. The neighborhood people coming in and going, this is so cool. We've waited for so long. And the kids, normally by after the game, 15, 20 minutes after that, boom, they're gone. They were there, well, I left at 7:45, and they were still there playing ball. They were still sliding into home plate.
Oh, my gosh.
Because they couldn't do that before.
Yeah.
It's just neat, and I get goosebumps thinking about it.
And you've got a great picture of them.
Yeah, take a look. This is the picture, the team photo that I got to be in. And again, you know, you want to talk about some pent-up energy. These guys were playing hard, and then come time for the picture, they were crazy. It was wonderful. They had fun. We had fun. So thanks to everyone who helped out. You can go to that on KXLY.com. You'll see everybody's name. Low 50s as you head out the door this morning. If you're downtown I-90 corridor into even Coeur d'Alene, 49 degrees, 46 Deer Park. Yeah, we're getting to the point where we're seeing more and more mild mornings. 69 will be our high today. It's increased clouds. We are going to see, again, those winds 5 to 15, looking for them to be around 10 miles an hour today. 47 degrees for the overnight low. Quick snapshot of what's going on across America. We've been talking about the severe weather into the southeast. They had, again, and still have the thunderstorm activity, also the leading edge moving into the Great Lakes. So we're going to see some delays there. We'll continue to keep you abreast of what's happening. We will see a continuation of cloud cover coming in. By 3 o'clock this afternoon, things look pretty good. But then we'll see early morning Saturday and then 1 o'clock, another return of those scattered showers coming into the region. As they clear out through Montana, we will see drier conditions. Today, temperatures nearing 70 degrees. Britsville, you're right there. Low 70s from Omak all the way into the Tri-Cities, Lewiston, mid-70s, into the mid-60s for North Idaho. We will see 63 for tomorrow, but we will see those afternoon and evening showers, 65 on Sunday, and then on Memorial Day, it's going to be sunny and 74.
Great work, Mark. Thanks so much. It's now 6:20.
The Seattle Mariners hope to bounce back today as they begin their series with the Washington Nationals. Julian Minashone shares how their series against the Yankees ended. That's coming up next in Morning Sports.
Live stream KXLY Plus on the 4 News Now app.
4 News Now and STCU are teaming up to highlight and congratulate high school and college graduates. Send us a photo of your senior, and 10 lucky students will be chosen to win a $50 gift card from STCU. Enter your senior photo today at KXLY.com.
Never a doubt. See our great selection of Tundras with backup assist technology and other advanced features at Parker Toyota in beautiful Coeur d'Alene.
Everyone's itching to win Northern Quest's Scratch and Win GMC Sierra giveaway. With $520,000 in cash and prizes up for grabs, it's only natural. But instead of a log, tree, or communal bush, all you need is your Camus Rewards card. Play daily to earn scratch tickets good for reward play, bonus points, hotel stays, and maybe a brand new GMC Sierra pickup. That's an itch we'd all like to scratch.
Country Homes Power, Spokane's Husqvarna Superstore, is the #1 source for the best deals on professional-grade power equipment. Mowers and zero-turn mowers, all backed by factory-trained staff. Country Homes Power, the best choice for Husqvarna since 1947.
We invite you to experience excellence. Choose George Gee Kia Spokane. Shop us and you'll see we have
the best team in the Pacific Northwest.
George Gee Kia Spokane is locally owned and family operated. Located in Liberty Lake, just off I-90. At George Gee Kia Spokane, our mission is to exceed your expectations. We look forward to helping you find your new Kia. Visit the George Gee Kia team in Liberty Lake off I-90 or online anytime at SpokaneKia.com.
Hurry down to Walker's Furniture for big Memorial Day discounts, where all your favorite mattress brands are on sale. With even bigger savings on Beautyrest, Serta, and 40 more styles to choose from. Plus, take advantage of 5 years no-interest financing with no money down and no minimum purchase, so you can improve your sleep today and pay over time. Plus, get up to $300 of additional free furniture with select sets sold. This week at Walker's.
Welcome into Morning Sports. I'm Julian Minensell. The Pac-12 became the 5th and final power conference to approve settlement terms in a multi-billion-dollar antitrust lawsuit against the NCAA. This clears the way for schools to pay players for the first time in the history of college sports. The NCAA will pay a reported $2.7 billion in damages over 10 years to current and former athletes who were denied name, image, and likeness compensation dating back to 2016. The parties have also agreed to a revenue sharing plan allowing each school to share up to $20 million a year with athletes. The settlement terms must be approved by a judge who is presiding over the 3 cases. That process could take several weeks, with schools likely to be paying athletes starting in the fall of 2025. The Seattle Mariners dropped the series finale to the New York Yankees 5-0. Luis Castillo gave up a few early home runs, and the M's only had 1 hit against Yankee starter Luis Gil. Seattle opens a 3-game series against the Washington Nationals starting at 3:45 this afternoon. And the Spokane Zephyr women's soccer team announced the details for their first ever home game. The Zephyr will take on Fort Lauderdale Union FC on August 17th at One Spokane Stadium. Game time is still TBD. And that'll wrap us up for Morning Sports.
The Louisville Police Department has released new video showing the arrest of pro golfer Scottie Scheffler.
Now take a look at this. You can see Scheffler driving his SUV as an officer runs after him, apparently swinging his arms and hitting Scheffler's window. It appears the officer tries to open the door multiple times before leaning in towards the window. About 40 seconds later, Scheffler then gets out, turns around, and puts his hands behind his back before being arrested. Now, what the video does not show is Scheffler's SUV dragging an officer to the ground, as stated in the police report.
We are not aware at this time of any video footage which captures the initial interaction between LMPD and Mr. Scheffler.
Now, Louisville police are now disciplining the officer involved for not turning on his body camera. Louisville police chief says the detective has been counseled by his supervisor. Scheffler faces multiple charges, including assault of a police officer, which is a felony. Scheffler calls this a big misunderstanding. He'll be arraigned on June 3rd. His attorney tells us, our affiliate rather, WHAS, they will plead not guilty. Your Good Morning Northwest time is 6:25.
This year is on track to be record-breaking when it comes to tornadoes, and soon the same could be said for hurricanes. After the break, Sydney Charles breaks down experts' predictions.
Plus, how would you feel about a year-long learning? The new school calendar Spokane Public Schools is now considering. That's next. And as we head to a break, here's a first look at what's coming up at Good Morning America starting at 7.
In this morning's GMA First Look, readying for the sharks of summer. Our Ariel Reshef getting a first-hand look at the sophisticated drones New York safety officials are deploying to spot danger in the water.
This is a game changer for us. It allows us to keep our bathers much safer.
And before getting in the water, there are conditions you can avoid.
Some things that people may not think of when it comes to shark safety is swimming near people who are fishing, not a great idea. Swimming at night, dawn or dusk, early in the morning or late at night, not the greatest idea. Also swimming after it rains. Maybe there's an area where there's sewage runoff or the water could be a bit more clouded and not as clear.
And coming up at 7 a.m., we'll have much more on how coastal communities are preparing and what beachgoers can do to stay safe. With your GMA First Look, I'm Andrea Fujii, ABC News, New York.
Before my doctor and I chose Breztri for my COPD, I had bad days. Flare-ups that could permanently damage my lungs. With Breztri, things changed for me. Breztri gave me better breathing. Starting within 5 minutes, I noticed my lung function improved. It helped improve my symptoms. And Breztri was even proven to reduce flare-ups, including those that could send me to the hospital. So now, I look forward to more good days.
Breztri won't replace a rescue inhaler for sudden breathing problems. It is not for asthma. Tell your doctor if you have a heart condition or high blood pressure before taking it. Don't take Breztri more than prescribed. Breztri may increase your risk of thrush, pneumonia, and osteoporosis. Call your doctor if worsened breathing, chest pain, mouth or tongue swelling, problems urinating, vision changes, or eye pain occur. Can't afford your medication? AstraZeneca may be able to help.
Ask your doctor about Breztri.
Live stream KXLY Plus on the 4 News Now app.
Are y'all ready? This spring, Kelly's All New.
Watch Kelly Clarkson weekdays at 3.
My parents started their first dealership in Coeur d'Alene in 1983. They took pride in being locally owned and work hard to help this great community we call home.
Now, 3 generations later, we're still proud to be one of the last locally owned Subaru dealerships, and we're working harder than ever to give back to the community that has supported us all these years.
Because we're looking forward to being your local family Subaru dealer for generations to come.
We're putting our foot down to keep our feet up, like way up, with Lazy Boy.
We did lots of adulting today, and we deserve to do lots of nothing.
It's the Lazy Boy Memorial Day sale. Save 30% on everything. Plus 0% interest for 36 months.
After working overtime, we will be putting in our TV time.
Hurry in. Memorial Day sale going on now. Lazy Boy. Long live the lazy.
Recipe for a fun night? Spam musubi. With a side of friends. Sizzle, pork, and
Hi, I'm Randy, owner of Rooter 911 Sewer and Drain.
Sewer and drain cleaning at half the price of the larger competitors. 24/7 service for all of your sewer and drain cleaning needs in Spokane, 535-3136.
From 4 News Now, this is Good Morning Northwest.
The 4 News Now Story Tracker tops this half hour with stories people are talking about around the country.
Today marks the 2-year anniversary of the tragic, deadly mass shooting at Robb Elementary School in Uvalde, Texas. Several events and a vigil are planned throughout the day to remember the 19 students and 2 teachers killed in 2022. President Joe Biden wrote a letter to Uvalde residents on Thursday. Biden said in part, "While there are no words that will ease the pain, I pray you will find comfort in reflecting on their memories."
Former President Donald Trump says he believes Nikki Haley will be, quote, on our team in some form, weighing in for the first time on the former South Carolina governor's announcement a day earlier that she will vote for him. Haley, who served as ambassador to the United Nations under Trump, said Wednesday she will vote for him in November, but she did not offer a full endorsement. She instead encouraged Trump to reach out to her supporters, some of whom have continued to cast their vote for her in primaries since she left the race.
And President Joe Biden is officially Idaho's nominee for the White House. Biden won yesterday's Democratic caucus with 95% of the vote in the low turnout election. Only about 2,400 votes were cast. The win gives the president all 23 delegates in the state. Now, this year's caucus structured a little differently than years past. You can read more details by finding this story on KXLY.com. Thanks so much for starting your day with us. I'm Natalie Grant.
And I'm Robin Nance. Welcome to your Friday. It is May 24th. Let's check in with Mark as we head into a holiday weekend.
As we look at our morning and we take a snapshot outside, we do have, again, the blue sky, the cloud cover. You can see the sun down onto the clouds. We're sitting at 48 degrees, so we've been holding right in there for the last couple of hours, looking pretty nice. Today, we look at those 4 things that we like to focus on. We are going to see increased clouds today. It's going to be warmer today than yesterday. We are looking at showers moving in on Saturday, not a full rain on, but just showers. And then we're going to get into the 70s for at least the front part of next week. Forecast radar, we do have a few showers into the Cascades, but nothing that's really going to upset your travel plans as you move across. At 1 o'clock in the morning, we're going to see that chance of showers. Then we're going to see more shower activity tomorrow afternoon. That's going to be North Idaho all the way down into parts of Oregon. They're going to be hit and miss, nothing completely organized there. And then Sunday looks to be a beautiful day, and we just roll that into Monday. Temperatures right now into the low 50s in the I-90 corridor. We got 46 in Deer Park. Cheney, you're one of the cool spots at 43 degrees. Here's our forecast for the day. It's not going to be a bad day. We're going to have variable clouds. Our high today is going to be 69 degrees.
And from the Breaking Now desk this morning, new concerns about tornado season, which officials say could be record-breaking. This year's tornado season may be one of the most active in modern history, with more than 800 twisters reported in 2024. The National Hurricane Center also says this could be the worst hurricane season ever as well, largely due to the warmest ocean surface temperatures on record. The agency's newly released preseason forecast predicts between 17 and 25 named storms. 8 to 13 could become hurricanes. That means some people still rebuilding from severe weather are also preparing for the future. Communities in Iowa are still working on assessing the damage after a destructive tornado ripped apart hundreds of homes, killed 5 people, and hurt more than 30 others.
Making sure getting them tightened up for hurricane season, making sure you can keep the water out.
Now, the timing is especially a concern for Gulf Coast communities where the ground is waterlogged from record rain. Hurricanes there could bring disastrous flooding. And looking ahead to the Memorial Day travel weekend, on Saturday, the highest threat for tornadoes will be in Kansas and Oklahoma. Sunday, the highest threat will be in Missouri, Illinois, Indiana, and Kentucky. Reporting in studio, Sydney Charles, 4 News Now.
A 15-year-old high school student in big trouble this morning. Lewiston police arrested him just before 4 o'clock yesterday for messages he sent to a friend threatening a shooting at Lewiston High School. That boy is charged with threatening violence upon school grounds and was booked into the Nez Perce County Juvenile Detention Center.
Kootenai County accidentally released this man from jail 3 days ago. 46-year-old Daniel Billingsley has a criminal history, which includes arrests for burglary, battery, and domestic violence. There's now a nationwide parole violation warrant for his arrest. He's not considered an imminent threat to the people of Kootenai County, but if you know where he is, you're asked to call law enforcement.
Spokane Public Schools looking at possibly updating its school calendar. Right now, the district is on what's known as a traditional calendar, but the district could change it. Summer break is currently 11 weeks, and students do not get another break until Thanksgiving with no actual fall break. They then get 10 days of winter break and 5 days of spring break. But the school district is exploring other options for the future. A year-round calendar would divide the school year into 4 equal sections, all with 45 days of learning followed by a 3-week break. Summer break would be a tiny bit longer, 5 weeks. The district is also looking at a balanced calendar, which means students would still attend class for 180 days with a few short breaks throughout the year and a longer summer break. Wedding season's in full swing.
And for many bridesmaids, the increasingly extravagant festivities are taking a financial toll and tipping them into debt. Now, the average cost to be a bridesmaid is about $2,000. Breaking that down, that includes $1,300 for the bachelorette party, about $250 for wedding and shower gifts, $250 for hair and makeup on the big day, and $130 for the dress. Financial advice columnist Charlotte Kroll says you should be upfront with your bride about your financial situation. Consider going in on a group gift or politely opt out of events like the bridal shower.
It is always okay to say, look, I really want to support you in other ways, and I care about you and I love you as a friend, but financially, I just can't do this.
And if you're the bride, be realistic with your squad. Set a clear budget for them in the same way that you would for the rest of your wedding costs. And I wish there was a better way that you could reuse those bridesmaid dresses too, because they're expensive.
Some of them are really, really pretty, but yeah, some of them are pretty pigeonholed into one use.
Someone needs to think of something creative for that, for sure.
Yeah.
Well, your Good Morning Northwest time is 6:36.
All right, well, what do you need to wear today?
Probably not a bridesmaid dress.
The same thing that you do at a bachelor party on the groom's side. Just maybe a light hoodie heading out in a pair of jeans. I mean,
come on, fellas.
Again, not a lot of thought goes into those, right? Temperatures are going to be in the mid to upper 40s. It's looking to be pretty good. We're sitting at 48 right now, and we're going to have a full check of the forecast coming up.
A new study says boys are falling farther behind girls in school. After the break, ways parents can help support their sons.
Plus, the new push to curb C-section pain. What anesthesiologists are now recommending. That's after the break.
Connect with 4 News Now on KXLY+.
It's a 4-day price crash. Today through Monday at both Cal locations in Airway Heights and Coeur d'Alene. As Cal loads up the lots full of hot buys and is offering up to 110% trade-in value for your old ride. Plus delaying all payments until August 1st so you can get a new upgraded vehicle and pay less with incredible financing. Get your new vehicle this week at Cal.
We are Spokane Wellness Group. We are a provider of semaglutide, which is a medication that has been helping people lose weight and achieve their goals of being healthy. I wanted to know, what can this drug do for me if I don't change anything? So I've lost 65 pounds. We're trying to make it so everyday people can buy it and reap the benefits from that, because there are a lot of benefits from this medication, especially for people who are overweight. We'll be here for you. We want to help people.
Every life lost to an opioid overdose is a big deal, especially to the friends, families, and communities left behind. But one small act can make a big difference. Naloxone, or Narcan, can reverse an overdose from opioids, including fentanyl. Almost every time it's used, naloxone saves a life. When they carry and use naloxone, friends save friends, brothers save sisters, parents save their kids. And that's huge. Find naloxone and learn how to use it at wafriendsforlife.org.
The Memorial Day savings are on now, this week at Walker's Furniture, with big holiday discounts on all your favorite brands, where you can get the biggest savings of the season, or take advantage of 5 years no-interest financing, with no money down, no minimum purchase required.
Beautiful new bedroom sets, stylish new sectionals, and quality new dining sets are on sale.
Making it the perfect time to furnish your life for less.
This week at Walker's.
What does RV stand for? Recreational vehicle or ruined vacation? At Click It RV, we want you to have a fun, safe camping experience. So for the month of May, get to any Click It RV store and get a professional propane leak test, tire pressure check, wheel bearings, roof, slide and battery test. And all inspections are free because we want you and yours to have a safe camping season. Thinking of upgrading? Check out the used selection of new and used top brands like Grand Design, Rockwood, Flagstaff, Winnebago, and more. So get to a Click It RV store near you for a free inspection and keep your family safe.
Welcome back. It's just about 6:40. Statistics show boys falling further and further behind girls in school.
In recent years, fewer boys graduate high school than girls, and boys are less likely to enroll in college. But there are some things parents can do to help. Procrastination, organization, and time management are just some of the many struggles that stats show impact boys far more than girls. Developing executive function skills were key.
When they're really, really little, what kids need is the skill of impulse control, learning how to tolerate a no. And as they get older, it's learning to follow routines. They get a little older into middle school, and it's more about attention and managing distractions. And by the time they're in high school and college, it's being able to independently understand where it's worth spending time. So prioritizing and then completing the job.
Habit stacking is a great technique, they say, to make sure desired behaviors stick. It's a simple formula. Like, when I do my current habit, I will also do the habit I want. For example, when I drink my coffee in the morning, I will listen to an educational podcast. Or when I brush my teeth at night, I will also wash my face.
Okay. I'm not where I'm supposed to be. Now we're ready. 10-second takeaway. It took me 10 seconds to get there. Increased clouds, going to be mild today. It's going to be a light layer. You're going to need your shades at times today, and we'll see a high today of 69 degrees.
A new study shows more and more Americans now use marijuana daily than alcohol. Researchers found 17.7 million people reported using cannabis daily or near daily compared to 14.7 million daily drinkers. 3 decades ago, nearly 9 million people reported drinking daily compared to less than 1 million pot smokers a day. The study was published in the journal Addiction. Now, there's a new effort to try to prevent or at least control pain during C-sections. Recent studies have pointed towards lackluster pain control in the United States. Now, the American Society of Anesthesiologists recommends doctors focus on risk factors that may increase a woman's pain during the delivery, such as her body mass index, history of pain, and their fear level to help limit the amount of pain women experience during the surgery. Now, additionally, certain medications should be used to help women have better pain control, and doctors should assess pain more frequently. There are 1.3 million C-sections performed every year. Your Good Morning Northwest time is 6:42.
We have been talking for weeks about our Diamonds and Dreams project. It was unveiled yesterday, but that wasn't the only field in Spokane County getting a facelift. How the Spokane Indians stepped up to help the medical aid community. That's next.
Live stream KXLY Plus on the 4 News Now app.
Considering a new air conditioner? Before you commit, call Bill's Heating and AC. We're elevating efficiency and savings by matching heat pump prices to any local air conditioner quotes and setting a new standard for comfort. Why heat pumps? Similar to ACs, they offer high efficiencies to heat and cool your home for a lower cost. And with the purchase of qualifying equipment, you may be eligible to receive a 25C tax credit of up to $3,200. Don't miss out. Call Bill's Heating and AC for your free quote now.
Digital scams have cost people their life savings. So how does someone fall for them? One woman who lost more than $300,000 takes us step-by-step through what happened and why anyone can be a target. Watch Tuesday only on 4 News Now at 6.
I was 44, working part-time. It was my first mammogram, and they found a few cancerous places in my left breast. I didn't have any symptoms. I didn't feel sick. I didn't have a lump in my breast. There was nothing. I wasn't afraid I was going to die. My first fear was, how am I going to tell my daughter? As a result of early detection, I didn't have to do chemotherapy. I just did surgery and radiation. Was able to maintain a good quality of life, and now it's a distant memory.
The new spring inventory is rolling in this week at Findlay Downtown Toyota. And that means it's a great time to spend your summer in a new Toyota. Whether you're pulling the boat with the new truck or taking a road trip in a cool 4Runner, Findlay has the perfect Toyota for you. It's simple. If you're looking for bigger savings, a better selection to choose from, and the best financing available now, you can find it all this week at Findlay.
I think I'm going to go with a 9-iron.
I'd suggest a 7. No.
Oh.
Did you know that if a bird picks up your ball, you got to follow it? Oh, there it is. I think it's to the right.
Nah.
Is this it?
Nope, not it.
Can I be frank?
At STCU, we're always here to advise and consult, even if you want to go at it your own way.
Let's see what you've got, Frank. I think we should talk.
STCU Business. Partner up.
Triple Play reminds you that May is Water Safety Awareness Month. Keeping your family safe in and around water is critical. Consider swim lessons for your kids and always make sure they have the correct size and type of life jacket on. Water Safety Awareness Month is brought to you by Triple Play.
4 News Now is brought to you by Sandpoint Furniture.
It's now 7:15. There is still a long road to recover for the Medical Lake community following the destruction of last year's Gray Fire. The Spokane Indians are hoping to help with that.
The team visited Medical Lake High School to renovate the baseball field. It's part of their Community Fields project where they'll restore a handful of fields each year. They told sports director Julian Minnesone that helping Medical Lake was a no-brainer.
We wake up every day thinking about baseball.
The Spokane Indians gave the ultimate outfield assist.
It did take us weeks to do this, but they got a good crew out here, a couple hundred man hours, and they're going to knock it out for us.
Members of the front office helped restore the baseball field at Medical Lake High School.
It's going to be major league quality.
To aid in the recovery from last year's devastating Gray Fire.
And I remember the huge black cloud that went by the stadium. That just has stuck with us from that day, and we've been thinking about Medical Lake ever since.
A new pitching mound, infield, painting and repairing bleachers. A $3,000 project paid for by the Indians and Les Schwab, but priceless to make every player feel like an MVP.
4 or 5 families in the baseball program did lose their homes, and for them to offer up all this help, and I mean the materials and stuff we can't do on a normal day-to-day basis, that's great.
A new home field can't replace the hundreds of homes lost.
At least they can come to a safe space like this and know that it's getting well maintained.
But for this minor league team, the major effort goes a long way.
We have a lot of people out here during the summer and spring watching baseball and supporting the kids, and so to see this, I mean, it's great.
So awesome.
That, of course, Julian Minnesone, our sports director, with that story.
Well, here's a live look at the Spokane International Airport this morning. Taking a look, we're expected to be a pretty busy day today, one of the busiest for Memorial Day weekend for the travel.
Yeah.
What do you bet if you go look at the parking lot? It's probably full, though.
Oh, my goodness. You know it. You know it is.
It's like there's
Good luck
no one
finding
in
parking.
town.
Yeah.
They've all flown out.
Yeah.
All right, good morning, everybody. If you are really planning on traveling via car, truck, it's going to be really pretty nice weather. We look at temperatures right now, mild. We're into the low 50s. Deer Park, you're at 46. We see that down into Spangle. Hayden, you're at 48 degrees. It's mild. We are going to see our day today continue to warm nicely. We're going to be a little below average, but warmer than yesterday. Temperatures nearing 60 by 10 o'clock this morning. We'll be there at 11. And as we go hour by hour through the afternoon, steady warming trend. Now increased cloud cover. There's no doubt about that. Isolated showers, about a 20% chance. And we're going to see our high today around dinner time at 69 degrees. That is an average high for this time of year. Over the last 3 hours, we've seen, again, those showers up in North Idaho just really break down and dissipate. So we're going to have a dry condition. Northern Cascades getting some rain. That's where we're going to see some of the energy coming our way. So by today, 3 o'clock, looking pretty good. We get into tonight, we see those showers coming across. By 1 o'clock in the afternoon, look for a northern push for those showers up into the North Rockies, the Selkirks, and then into the Central Basin. Scattered showers coming across us by tomorrow afternoon. Those hit and miss showers that we've seen so many times in the springtime. Things continue to push out, looking pretty good. Near 70 today. We're going to be in the low 70s from Omak, Grand Coulee, all the way into the Tri-Cities with 75. Lewiston, you're going to be at 75 as well. So we look at a bit cooler Saturday, pretty good chance of seeing showers in 63. Sunday, it's going to be 65, and then Memorial Day, 74. Tuesday, 78 degrees, the peak, the heat, and then we start cooling for the end of next week. But boy, this, for those who have a 3-day weekend, this is going to be, 2/3 of it is going to be dynamite.
Hey, that's pretty good.
That is.
Yeah.
2/3.
Yeah, 2 out of 3 ain't bad, right? It's now 6:49. Your morning sprint is coming up.
Thanks so much for waking up with us here on Good Morning Northwest to kick off your Friday. We'll be right back.
Live stream KXLY Plus on the 4 News Now app.
Sports on 4 News Now is brought to you by Coeur d'Alene Casino.
Digital scams have cost people their life savings. So how does someone fall for them? One woman who lost more than $300,000 takes us step-by-step through what happened and why anyone can be a target. Watch Tuesday only on 4 News Now at 6.
We're putting our foot down to keep our feet up, like way up, with Lazy Boy.
We did lots of adulting today, and we deserve to do lots of nothing.
It's the Lazy Boy Memorial Day sale. Save 30% on everything. Plus 0% interest for 36 months.
After working overtime, we will be putting in our TV time.
Hurry in. Memorial Day sale going on now. Lazy Boy. Long live the lazy.
We're the advocates.
And we go to court.
The insurance companies take us seriously.
Because we go to court.
And if they don't offer you a settlement you deserve, they know.
We'll go to court.
So if you or a loved one are seriously injured in a crash...
Call us.
Oh, I thought for sure he was going to say...
We go to court.
There it is.
We're the advocates. And we go to court. Injured? You deserve an advocate.
No matter how he got here, how alone she feels, how they've struggled to support their best friend. What's important is this moment, when they reached out and said, I can't do this alone. And we said, that's okay. We'll figure it out together. If you or a loved one needs support, our trained counselors can help you too. 988, anywhere, anytime.
GMC at Riverfront Park is your go-to dealership for Memorial Day sales. All vehicles are discounted, and we will beat any price from any dealer anywhere. Savings up to $13,500 on a 2024 Sierra Crew Cab. Up to $15,000 off on a 2023 Sierra Crew Cab Denali. Just $37,988 for a 2024 GMC Sierra 1500 Crew Cab Pro 4x4. Change your mind? We have a generous 3-day, 300-mile return and 7-day, 700-mile exchange policy on new and used. GMC of Riverfront Park is family-owned and operated and home of Warranty Forever.
Things just keep getting better at Spokane Tribe Resort and Casino. Our all-new 175-room resort hotel is opening soon. Elevate your experience with luxurious accommodations, state-of-the-art amenities, and exquisite dining. Visit SpokaneTribeCasino.com for more details. You just win here.
See breaking news in your area or have a story idea? Contact 4 News Now. This Good Morning Northwest Morning Sprint is brought to you by Bill's Heating and Air Conditioning.
It is 6:53. Time to get you ready to take on your Friday in the morning sprint.
Sid and Charles is breaking down the threat for severe thunderstorms for those of you traveling across the country for Memorial Day.
But first, let's get to Mark's forecast with what you can expect heading into the holiday weekend here at home.
Yeah, for those of you traveling across the state and or over the Rockies into Montana, it's not going to be too bad. We're going to have, again, some scattered rain showers, even into the higher elevations. We're going to see some showers early Saturday morning, 1, 2 o'clock, and then a return of those scattered showers for Saturday afternoon, and then we dry out. Things are going to be done. So getting there, maybe a little wet weather, but coming back should be dry and beautiful. Right now, as you're heading out, temperatures are around 50 degrees. Not bad at all. Our forecast today, again, increased cloud cover, isolated showers, about a 20% chance, and a high today of 69 degrees.
For the first time in the murder case involving 4 University of Idaho students, a Moscow police officer investigating the case took the stand. The defense is trying to understand exactly how the state tracked Bryan Kohberger's cell phone the night of the murders. The defense called Detective Lawrence Mowry to the stand during yesterday's hearing. He's the investigator on several social media search warrants in this case. Mowry says at the state's request, he took call details records from Kohberger's cell phone the night of the murders and dropped them into an FBI software. That information is critical to the case because it contradicts Kohberger's alibi, which says he was stargazing the night of the murders. The next motion to compel hearing is on May 30th, where more witnesses are expected to take the stand.
It was breaking news yesterday morning at this time. A deadly shooting in the Garland district. Spokane police arrested 28-year-old Caleb Carter on the scene. He's charged with second-degree murder. The shooting happened around 5:30 yesterday morning near Garland and North Wall. Detectives obtained video evidence that showed a driving interaction between Carter and the victim before the shooting. The Spokane County Medical Examiner's Office will release the victim's name at a later time.
A 17-year-old from Post Falls is being charged as an adult in an April 5th shooting in Coeur d'Alene. Now, Kootenai County deputies have arrested Ashlyn Hellstrom yesterday following a joint investigation with Coeur d'Alene police. Now, investigators say a man called them to report someone exited his car and fired multiple shots. The victim was found a few miles away with non-life-threatening injuries. 18-year-old Devin Spring was arrested on the day of the shooting. Now, Hellstrom is charged with the same crimes: assault, intent to commit murder, and aggravated battery.
A 15-year-old high school student's in big trouble this morning. Lewiston police arrested him just before 4 yesterday afternoon for messages he sent to a friend threatening a shooting at Lewiston High School. The boy's charged with threatening violence upon school grounds and was booked into the Nez Perce County Juvenile Detention Center.
Kootenai County accidentally released this man from jail 3 days ago. 46-year-old Daniel Bellingsley has a criminal history, which includes arrests for burglary, battery, and domestic violence. There's now a nationwide parole violation warrant for his arrest. If you know where he is, you're asked to call law enforcement.
President Biden is officially Idaho's nominee for the White House. Biden won yesterday's Democratic caucus with 95% of the vote. The win gives the president all 23 delegates in the state.
Spokane Public Schools is looking at possibly updating its school calendar. Right now, summer break is currently 11 weeks, and students don't get another break until Thanksgiving, with no actual fall break. But the school district is exploring other options for the future. A year-round calendar would divide the school year into 4 equal sections, all with 45 days of learning followed by a 3-week break. Summer break would be a little longer at 5 weeks.
We are in the middle of the busiest Memorial Day travel weekend in years, and AAA says if you are leaving today, well, hopefully you've planned ahead. That means get gas, load your car ahead of time, and if you're driving west over Snoqualmie Pass today, you may want to leave really early or really late to avoid more traffic than usual. That increased traffic is expected between 10 this morning and 7 tonight. And for drivers heading back east on Monday, the pass is expected to be the busiest from 10 a.m. to 4 p.m.
For those of you flying across the country for the Memorial Day weekend, severe thunderstorms are expected to hit several major cities today. From Dallas to St. Louis to Chicago, severe storms today could bring damaging winds, scattered hail, and even a few tornadoes. Possible tornadoes were spotted in Oklahoma and Texas yesterday. And just outside New York City, 60-mile-an-hour winds took down trees and power lines. The storm caused a brief ground stop at New York's major airports during the Memorial Day travel rush. Where their storms are headed next is coming up at 7 o'clock on Good Morning America.
Also coming up next on GMA, breaking her silence, what the Utah mom charged with killing her husband said from behind bars. ABC's Dan Abrams will break down what it could mean for the case. We'll be back with a final check of our weather coming up right after this break.
At 4 News Now, we believe you should expect more from local news. Our team is committed to a community conversation and bringing you information you need when and where you need it. Numerica believes in and supports that mission.
At Numerica, you'll find money answers for acronym fans. Get money answers for you and only you. Learn more at numericacu.com.
Honeymoon phase over already, huh?
You know, these things normally take a while to figure out, and these
We get you compensated fairly and only get paid after you win.
One call, that's all.
509-999-9999.
If you're driven by an adventurous heart, you're in luck. The 2024 Subaru Outback shares your spirit. With standard symmetrical all-wheel drive and up to 32 miles per gallon. Plus, 97% of Outback vehicles sold in the last 10 years are still on the road today. The 2024 Subaru Outback. Go where love takes you.
Drive new Subaru models with 2.9% financing for 72 months at AutoNation Subaru.
A skosh before 7 o'clock. It is a Friday morning, and really, the 3-day weekend, okay, 4 for some of you. You're already planning it. Looking pretty good today. We've got a beautiful start. Temperatures are going to warm up nicely. By 10 o'clock, we're going to be near 60. We should be there at 11. And then we're going to have temperatures warming up mid to upper 60s all afternoon long, and isolated shower mainly into the mountains. Tomorrow, more shower activity, but not going to be too bad. No sustained rain expected. 63 Saturday, Sunday 65, Monday, Memorial Day 74 degrees.
Hey, thanks so much for starting your Friday and your weekend with us right here on Good Morning Northwest.
We've loved having you along. We'll see you throughout Good Morning America. It starts right now.